It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle, and we just heard it, and that means it's time for football at Lumen Field. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going.
And off we go from Seattle.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry here for Ken Walker. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Darnold. As it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 11 yards for number 11. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far, running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Here's Darnold. Smith and Jigba with the grab. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Darnold to throw again. Gets this complete to Shaheed. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line. and not cash in, they got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing quickly, Darnold, that's complete.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. From 6 yards away.
And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Myers connects on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Bills nothing. Jason Myers to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
The return man, Ty Johnson. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Throwing to start the drive.
Allen. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
That one came up just a little bit short. I'm wondering, is it still a little bit tight as this game starts? What would you say? Maybe he's got to take the governor off of it?
Or maybe the donut off the baseball bat like the guys in the on-deck circle?
I like that. Yeah, just take that little extra weight off of him and start to play freely.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Now Allen.
Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Bills.
The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
To the air, Allen. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll try the middle with Cook. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
On the Seahawks' 31-yard line.
Throwing now is Allen. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Here's Allen. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Khalil Shakir. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Bills are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively.
So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for two.
The Bills are lining up for a two-point conversion.
Hey, tight.
They'll try and throw for him. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack and a big sack at that. This remains a one-point game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Now it's Darnold. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Here's 3rd and 9.
From the 50, it's Darnold. And he is caught. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 36. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold.
That'll be taken in by Shaheed.
And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
And the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4.
Now Darnold. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Darnold.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Teron Johnson able to pick it.
And the Bills are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
He'll dump this off to Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Bills first down.
Now Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Bills.
On play action, Allen. That's taken in by Shavers. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
Here's Allen to throw it. He's got a man. It's his fullback. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. You know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Allen. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Swinging this out right here for Cook. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. Now Allen going to change it up.
First down, Buffalo.
Five wide. Off 52. We go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaped out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
A third quarter now, and a one-point game as they line up 2nd and 10.
Allen going to throw.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's 3rd down.
Again, they'll throw with Allen.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. To throw, it's Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. James Cook from 10 yards out.
And the Bills have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
Allen will try to throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
Bills 12, Seahawks 7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Darnold. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. 4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle.
Jackson Smith-Njigba,
57 yards.
And the Seahawks use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
right, now the Seahawks face a big two-point conversion attempt.
The Seahawks.
They're going to throw for the 2 with Darnold. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. There he goes left side. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Touchdown, Bill.
They had just lost the lead. That deficit sure didn't take long to erase. They return the ensuing kickoff for a touchdown.
Love the thunderbolt that just came out of that one that puts them in the end zone and back in the lead. Your only question, your defense just gave up a score that put you behind. Will that score you just added on the board, will it energize them? Or do they have to go back out there and they're a tired unit? We'll soon see.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
The Bills are lining up for a two-point conversion.
Regular. What is that?
They'll look to throw. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
At their own 16-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
From the 23, this is 2nd and 3. Here's Darnold. Repeated the last play, finding Walker. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
Yeah.
Timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. Throw out line to Walker. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Bills.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They come up now on 2nd and 2. Darnold to throw again. On a bad time late for a point throw.
Got him that time. It's over with, my boy. Good game. GG's, dog. I hope it's GG's. I hope it is. I'm done for the day.
not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a one-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Cook up the gut. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. He's going to get it again. Just looking.
Oh, come on.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Back to throw. Allen. And he can't get a throw on.
No way.
What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout.
Okay. Don't play like that.
As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Alert! Regular. Alert!
Allen to throw. That is intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jobe. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. I'm surprised with the lead in a one-score game this late. They're even putting the ball in the air in that situation.
Almost makes me feel like the head coach might be second-guessing himself by not clicking on and saying, all we're doing is running it here. But give credit to the guys on defense. They made a play that they absolutely had to have to give themselves a chance to be in this game.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And he's got Smith and Jigba. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. Darnold to throw. He completes this to Walker. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now Darnold. And Walker has it. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
That's good for the Seahawks. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down one is tempted to go for two. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
The Seahawks will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Darnold. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick.
I think it's easy to figure out why they went for 2 there, right? You want to make sure you're guarding against a field goal beating you.
Yeah, but with this little time on the clock, they just need to worry about protecting on the kickoff.
That's the big one. And with the kickoff coming up, I wouldn't squib it. I would kick it deep, but not so deep that the return guy can get it. I want to make someone else handle the football. Yeah, put some height on it, take some time down.
And this is going to be recovered by the Bills, and that should all but do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And say what you want about Lumen Field here in Seattle, but for my money, this is the loudest and most difficult place to win in the league when you're on the road.
It's very hard. The fan support, off the charts. The way that they make noise and understand when to make noise, they understand the game as well as anyone. And how about what we get in our media packets when we start preparing for the game? They have it in their own stuff, right? The number of offsides penalties, false start penalties that they draw against the opposing team because of that fan support. And last but not least, they designed the stadium to keep the noise in, and it works.
But not in this one. They were able to somehow come in here and get that victory. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.